of candidate and an amazing campaigner and really likable, but that's not enough to carry you through governing.
Yeah. So we turn to Libya. You mentioned Libya. It's ongoing. It's almost $1 billion. And now there's video of the Lockerbie bomber rallying with Muammar Gaddafi. And it is video that is out there. And, of course, the Lockerbie bomber was let go from the UK on a health waiver, if you will, saying he was going to die of cancer. He looks not great, but he's alive, Charles, and it's almost in your face. It's very in your face because it's beyond the fact that we're there for as long as we're there.
Gaddafi has lived for 30 years on bravado, threats, and sort of a culture of shame and pride. And he is now thumbing his nose, as you say, in the most obvious way, the most disgusting way, with a guy who was, at least the courts have said, is the man who killed so many Americans and others on that airplane. Obviously, Gaddafi was the one who was behind it. Those things don't happen independently in a country like Libya. But nonetheless, it was a way to say, I'm here, you got all your bombers, you got the greatest military alliance in the world, you're completely impotent, I'm holding on to half of my country, and you aren't doing anything. And for the United States, which decided to essentially launch this, it was the impetus behind it. And then Obama led from behind, as his own administration officials have said. It is, I think it's a failure and it's an embarrassment. And the other thing is, for the other countries in the Arab Spring, all those who were supposed to be encouraged by, the West finally stepping in and doing something about a dictator who slaughters innocents, it is deeply depressing and indeed humiliating.
Yeah, obviously, people aren't talking a lot about it, Nina, because we have an economic situation.
Maybe it's over. Obama, I heard him say this was going to take days or weeks, right? When we launched this isn't going to be a long war, right? This is where leading from behind gets you. And now we've got the other prospect of our allies who are carrying some openness getting spoiled, the French and the British. We've got this question of, I can't remember whether it was the French or the British talking to Gaddafi about staying, it was the British, leaving power, but staying in the country.
Right.
And of course, there was a huge hue and cry over that because, anybody who cares about human rights and liberties and so forth, you can't imagine, setting up Gaddafi in a cushy situation in Libya. But it still goes on behind the headlines.
Sure. And up on Capitol Hill, David,
crickets. We were supposed to take.
Gaddafi, our leader. We will not let him go, and he will not go. There's no revolution after Muammar Gaddafi revolution. There's no revolution. The only revolution.
In history, we go through these periods, and there's just no
entry into the mainstream media. I'm not sure if the Times has covered it or not, but I think it is getting some traction. I think after this, after August the 2nd, we're going to be, in default or function. It's one or the other. So,
no votes.
But it shows you the mindset.
Again. Understand this word. We are with Muammar Gaddafi. All the Libyan people with Muammar Gaddafi. You are nothing, Obama. You are nothing. And the NATO, where is the safety that the NATO talk about? Where's the democracy of your country? Leave us, leave alone. Leave us. Let us live in peace. Let us live in peace. We won't live in peace. And peace with Muammar Gaddafi. Muammar Gaddafi, give us the safety. Give me the freedom. Give the Libyan people the freedom.
Strength of his bully pulpit.
Libya policy just as clear and non-contradictory.
Charles, I was just say quickly, this reminds me of what I saw now close to 10 years ago with Arnold Schwarzenegger. When he first took office as California governor, they were convinced that he could go on TV or hit the road and convince people to do whatever they wanted. And what they found about 6 months to a year after they got over the fact that they had this great movie star in office that they really liked, they didn't really care. Give me the policy and I'll make up my mind. And I think the president's advisors, either they're not telling him this or they don't know that he was a transformative candidate and an amazing campaigner and really likable, but that's not enough to carry you through government.
Yeah. So we turn to Libya. You mentioned Libya. It's ongoing. It's almost $1 billion. And now there's
في أخت متحدثة باللغة الإنجليزية، في أخت متحدثة، الأخت عائشة الفيكتوري متحدثة باللغة الإنجليزية. الكلام اللي صغناه بالترجمة هي باللغة الإنجليزية. نستمع إليها.
He killed so many Americans and others on the airplane. Obviously, Gaddafi was the one who was behind it. Those things don't happen independently in a country like Libya. But nonetheless, it was a way to say, I'm here, you got all your bombers, you got the greatest military alliance in the world, you're completely impotent, I'm holding on to half of my country, and you aren't doing anything. And for the United States, which decided to essentially launch this, it was the impetus behind it. And then Obama led from behind, as his own administration officials have said. It is, I think it's a failure and it's an embarrassment. And the other thing is, for the other countries in the Arab Spring, all those who were supposed to be encouraged by, the West finally stepping in and doing something about a dictator who slaughtered innocents, it is deeply depressing and indeed
every man and woman gathered together in their place, in their local place, and decide their future.
Obama, I heard him say this is going to take days or weeks, right? When we launch this isn't going to be a long war, right? This is where leading from behind gets you.
This is our democracy. This is our way of life.
And now we've got the other prospect of our allies who are carrying some load in this, getting slowly, the French and the British.
We decide to follow this way.
I can't remember whether it was the French or the British talking to Gaddafi about staying.
As I said,
British,
all women here, they came by themselves to this place to decide the following points.
There was a huge hue and cry over that.
We are all against the foreign intervention.
Anybody who cares about human rights and Libyans and so forth,
all of us inside and they should stop our place. Stop killing our children. They should stop killing our fathers, our mothers, destroying our houses and our hospitals. This is what I am doing now. We decide to say This is our country, this is our future, and he is our leader, Muammar Gaddafi. All the ladies here, in this place, in this room, they say their words, and their words is that we need our leader. Our leader, Muammar Gaddafi, he is our father. We will keep him with us. And as I said, our leader is a figure in our country. He is a figure, and we need to keep him. And we decide all of the ladies here, as you heard the Arabs, they say they need this leader. Okay, I need to send another message
the result of the Democratic Party that is under new pressure. They can regulate and control the economy through spending and demand of the people. And it's been shown that it doesn't work, and that's why we are now in the whole
This is our democracy. This is our way of life. This is the way we choose by ourselves. No one forced it on us. ما حد جبرها علينا. We decide to follow this way, to the way of democracy, to decide our future. As I said, all women here, they came by themselves to this place to decide the following points. The first point is we are all against the foreign intervention.